Hello everyone, all the NEET aspirants, welcome. Welcome to the Eden2 platform. So, dear students, today we'll be discussing all the tips, trips, and everything how to acquire, how to get an MDS seat. Now, for many of you, MDS is a dream seat or it is a seat which is at a very distant. So, how to make the dream into reality? So, today we'll be discussing the entire journey of a intern or the person who is going to prepare for an entrance exam, what all things they need to do, in which month what books to read, how to upgrade to next level, when to start revision, and what all extra things they need to do to acquire the dream seat of their choice. So, dear students, so today what we are discussing is all the do's and don'ts, and it is a journey for the next 1 year. So, I guess a lot of doubts will be there. So, in our chat box, you can put as many doubts, whatever you have. Our executives will definitely contact you and they will reach out to you. So, let's begin this exciting journey of getting an MDS seat and how it is possible. So, dear students, I am Dr. Balakrishna, maxillofacial surgeon, professor and HOD, and Dean Academics. Right. So, let's get into the real thing, that is, how to get an MDA seat. So, dear students, first and foremost, please understand you have struggled for 4.5 years and got the degree of your life. That is the graduation degree, what you have got right now. And now this is the time to upgrade yourself. You have to go to the next step. But please understand, if you keep on doing the same things again and again, you will not get different result. You have to do something different to get an extraordinary result or a result which is of your choice. So something needs to be changed. When you're driving the car, now the time has come to change the gear and accelerate the vehicle. So, dear students, think big and dream big. It's very, very important. Please understand it is now or never. This 2 3 years is very crucial for you. Study hard for this 2 3 years, make your career completely secure, and then enjoy your next 30, 40, 50 years. How many you are going to live? Enjoy that. Or enjoy now this 3 4 years, and then relatively you have to struggle for next 30 40 years to have a stable income and to be more successful, right? So, dear students, let us begin the journey, that is the blueprint to success. Now, exams without anxiety, impossible is it? We have written so many exams in our life, that is we have written your internals, first year, second year, third year, fourth year BDS. So every time during before the exam there will be lot of anxiety and giggles in our mindset. So before and preparation we are very fresh, but what happens during the course or towards the end of the preparation, we become something like this is all because, not because of lack of intelligence, it is only because of lack of discipline and lack of correct timetable. So if you would have prepared with a very good timetable, this last minute panic moments can be easily avoided. Right. So, dear students, that is where the Eden2 comes into play, and we will help you to make sure the road is very smooth and you get into your seat without any hurdles. So, today is a session where we'll be discussing how to start the preparation, how to organize the revisions. So, you will be having a lot of questions here. How to tackle deadline, so much portion is there. How to finish it in less period of time, how to cope up with anxiety, how to increase the mind power, that is the learning techniques, how to remember things, how to plan and execute in the exam, how to manage time, and how to, and which all books to be read and which all not to be missed at all. So that is extremely important. So now the NEET pattern is also changed, right? So that all things during the course of our presentation I will be discussing. Right. So dear students, so it is extremely important now. So all of you be ready and take a notebook. what all things I will be telling, you can keep writing it there, right? And any doubts, you can always put it in the chat box. Our team members will definitely help you. So now most of the students have passed BDS and now they are into internship. Now here it is a situation where many people will wander in their life without any aim. First 2 months they say we will go for private practice. Then they will say we will go abroad. Then they say no, I'll write an MDS. Then they say no, MDS not required. I will write ADC exams. So they keep on wandering from one place to another place. So these are the people who have no straight goal and they often end up as failures. So dear students, take your time to decide. Think thousand times before taking a decision. But once you take a decision, even if thousand difficulties comes, you should not change. So there are a lot of benefits of getting an MDS degree. First and foremost, your knowledge increases, your skill increases. You can be consulted to many clinics. You can work in private colleges, government colleges. You can work in defense services, right? You can go abroad. You can change your places. So as a MDS, the life becomes little more easier compared to undergraduate level. So these are the people who always keep on changing. They do not have a straight goal what to do. So they always keep changing their dreams. So changing their dreams every time is like you're playing a football match without a goal post. Imagine a football match without a goal post. There is no meaning. You hit here, you hit there. There is no meaning. The ball is not directed towards the goal post. So this is the life what these people are living. So always have a dream. So there are three kinds of people in the world, and it is a pyramid. Most of the people are there at the bottom of the pyramid. You can see there. So these are the people who wonder what happened. Then at the middle level, there are the people who watch things happen. And very few amount of people are there who makes things happen. But when you take an opinion poll, most of the people wants to be at the top. They want to make the things happen. But because of lack of discipline, desire, and dedication, they fall into next category. And if they are not able to sustain there for a longer period of time, again they sink down and they come to the last category. So dear students, if you want to be at the top, you have to make things happen. You have to wake up, you have to gear up and start acting for the future what you want. You have to work yourself. You have to make your own house. No one will come and chew the food for you. You will have to do it. But with the guidance, it becomes very easy. See, Sachin Tendulkar was a great batsman, but he had a coach. This Virat Kohli, great batsman, he has a coach. Similarly, Messi, a great footballer, he has a coach. Even though the players are talented, but the coach is there to make the path very easy and very smooth. So it's very important. If you want to make the things happen, without wasting any day, start your preparation for the next year exams. So the next year exams, like the whole cycle, I have divided into 6 steps. These are the steps phase wise which I have made. So each step will be for 1 or 2 months, and then you migrate to the next stage. So it's level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. That is how you go across. Right. So the first stage. So dear students, the first stage is the start of the preparation. So you start is very important. If you don't start, or nothing will happen. Then second step is the progress. Once you start doing what you say. You start reading on a constant basis. Then you go into the progress stage. And the third stage is the booster dose stage. The third step, where booster dose means you have to read some further books in between. And then you have your fourth stage, the eye opener. Okay, so the eye opener is the AIMS exam, and a lot of national level exams will be there. The fifth step is the battle, and the sixth step, which is extremely important, that is the after effect, after the exams and towards the counseling, how you need to do that. Okay, so these are the 6 steps. I'll be discussing one by one. You need to really understand how you have to evolve from one stage to another stage. So let's begin. So start is very important. So till now you are reading for a university exam. you were writing long essays, short answers, explanatory answers. Now this is a different world, which is the world of MCQs. So the world of MCQ is entirely different. No one is going to ask you the in-depth knowledge, but the pinpoint knowledge now you have to know. So the mastering of answering MCQ is also very important. So we'll discuss all those things. So the first step is the start, and it is the most difficult step for many of them, because to start an event, to start for a preparation, you have to have a very good willpower and a determination to do so. So that's why I tell you, do not waste your time in just thinking what to do, when to start. I will try next year. Please understand, next year again the competition increases. And then next year, how fit you are and how dedicated you are, that also is a concern. So your education should be always finished as fast as possible. So the most difficult aspect in starting preparing for an entrance exam is the start itself. So please understand, first thing first, preparation for entrance exam is different for preparing for your UG exam. There you have to write essays. Here it is to the point. So some of the concepts what you would have read in your UG may not be fitting for the PG preparation. So the concept something may be different here. So do not worry. First and foremost, before doing anything, speak to a senior, a mentor who has been successful in the entrance exam. So they will tell you their whole story, what they did, how they studied, which books they referred. So you will get an idea from your friend circles. That is from the successful people. So you speak to 5 or 6 successful people, whichever college, wherever they are from, they got a seat if you come to know that, or your seniors, whichever college you are studying, doing internship, PG students will be there. You can ask them. Then your seniors, alumni, if any, who have been not successful in the exam, speak to them also. They will be preparing for 1 year, 2 year and not getting seat. Why they are not getting seat? Maybe they are working in a clinic and free time they are studying. So they are wasting or killing half of their time. So that could be a reason also. So learn from the mistakes of others, because our life is too short to learn from it. So learn from the mistakes of others. So once you start interacting with your successful and unsuccessful candidates, then you will come to know what you should be doing, and procure all the study materials. So the study materials, this is from the concepts from all the seniors, successful people, you will be getting it. So that is what you should be doing. I will be telling few standard books what you should never miss during the preparation of PG preparation. Right. So please understand, at the beginning of the year you will not be knowing anything. So it's not important also how much you know in the beginning. Towards the end, how much you know, that is more important. So how much you know in the beginning, that is not important. How much you know in the end, that matters. And please understand, it is all about hard work. It is all about hard work. It is nothing about intelligence in entrance preparation. The more the hard work you are ready to do, the more better seat you are going to get. The more n number of times you are ready to do revisions, the more better ranks you are going to do, and the less mistakes you are going to do in the examination. So revision is the most important thing. Then comes the knowledge. So please understand, it's all in your hands. Hard work, that's it. So in the beginning, don't think about getting a seat. Just read the subject, understand the subject, and enjoy the process. And do not go into depth of the subjects so much in the first reading. Completing the first reading is most important. So first and foremost, you should have a copy of Dental Pulse book. Dental Pulse and Gauri Shankar. Two books are there. So Dental Pulse is the latest book, latest edition you can take over, and that will cover all your past year question papers also. So with the Dental Pulse book, you should start your preparation. Then some subjects you should read the textbooks, what you have studied in your undergraduate course, in and out. So first thing is completing the first reading. That is more important than going into the depth of the subject. So now the marks distribution, if you see, you have got around 240 marks 240 questions. 240 questions. One question is 4 marks equal to 960 marks. 240 into 4, 960. If you see the analysis, 40%, that is the 40% of 240 marks is comprised of dental materials and your oral pathology. See now, oral pathology is a subject in oral pathology. Again, oral pathology comes in oral surgery. It comes in periodontics little bit. It comes in periodontics little bit. So total oral pathology in 4 subjects. Then dental materials is subject in itself. And then again in periodontics, orthodontics, right, conservative dentistry. So in 4 or 5 places, you are again reading the dental materials. So if you have a proper grip of these 2 subjects, that is dental materials and oral pathology, you can really do wonders. Rather than wasting a time on a subject like called biochemistry, that is also important. You have to read that. But giving more time for that subject will not help you rather than doing these 2 subjects. So basically, this percentage of MCQs changes from every time as per the prospectus of NEET. Some 14 to 15 questions are there from every subject. It's equally divided, 14 to 15 questions. Now, methods of preparing. So there are 2 methods of preparing. The first method and the second method. So I suggest the first method will be for 6 months. This is for the students who are starting very new. And the second method is the post 6 months. That is the second half. That time you can go for the second method. Now, what is this first method and what is this second method? So first method, that is for 6 months, I told you average. So here the preclinical subjects you can do to 2.5 to 3 months, and clinical subjects also 3 months. So altogether in 6 months you are going to finish the first round of dental pulse along with a textbook reading of anatomy, dental materials, oral pathology, pharmacology. So these are the 4 subjects where you should have a proper grip of textbook also. So this is what is very important. In 6 months, you have to do first round of revision. So what is the time required now in 6 months? So you have to be very quick. In 6 months means you have got 24 weeks. So each subject, one week, you have got 18 or 19 subjects. So each week, one subject you read, 19, 20 weeks you will reach. Dental materials, oral pathology, you can study more. So altogether in 6 months, that is 24 weeks, you will finish one round of reading. So this is accordingly 1 week, 2 week, 1 week, 2 week. You have to increase little bit here and there. I'm just giving you a idea how you have to do. You can customize your ideas, right? You should start making your own timetable rather than copying someone. But this is a general template which I am sharing with you. Now, so first 6 months are over and you have read the dental pulse book for one round along with anatomy, dental materials, pharmacology and oral pathology textbook reading also. So 6 months is over, you have done once. Now the time comes for the second method. The second method is incremental reading of every subject in a day in a sequential order. That means take 2 subjects. So one subject you read from morning. Suppose you get up at 6 a.m. From 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. you can read one subject, MCQ solving, all doubts clearance, and then with the post break evening from 3:34 to 9, 8 or 9, 10 o'clock with breaks, you can read the second subject. So initial first round was one subject per week or 10 days. Now you are going to read 2 subjects in a day. So definitely in one half day you cannot finish a subject. So you can drag the same timetable for 3 days or 4 days. So 4 days consecutively you do morning to afternoon, suppose ortho, and evening till night you do anatomy example. So in 4 days, 4 to 5 days you can finish 2 subjects. So like that, if you do in 30 days, in 1 week you can do 2 subjects. In 2 weeks you can do 4 subjects. In third week you can do 6 subjects, and in fourth week you can do 8 subjects. So initially you took 1 subject per week. Now you are going to do 8 subjects per month. So in 2 to 3 months, your second round of revision also will get over. So divide the day into 3 slots. Second reading time, First morning slot is for one subject A, afternoon to night slot is for subject B, and the third slot you should introduce here, that is for solving the original question papers of NEET. Original question papers of NEET. So there is a debate that whether we can do a self-study or a coaching center needs to be joined. So that is a personal call. There are a lot of advantages of joining a center. That is, first is organized way of preparation. Timely scheduled test series will be there. Daily test will be there. Weekly test will be there. Monthly test will be there. Revisions will be there. And you will have a mentor coach. So all those things are there, and all latest books will be introduced to you. So these are the advantages of joining a center. Now, this is very important. You can take screenshots also. The books which are very, very important for PG preparation. There's a book called Dentist and Dental Pulse. So Dental Pulse, I will recommend for you, all of you, to buy all the 3-4 volumes. Dental Pulse, Basic and Clinical Science. Along with Dental Pulse, you can buy Neeraj Vardhavan book, NEET MDS and AIPG solved question papers. Then other books are also available. These are all small books. These books you can borrow from your friends like Ritu Duggal, right? Manish Prabhakar, Vikram Sikri. Like that, so many books are there in the market. Once you go to a bookstore, you will find n number of books. You cannot keep on buying each and every book. Please understand that. So the standard book, what is very important is Dental Pulse, Neeraj Vardhavan and Gauri Shankar. This is the Bible, the Granth or the main core of preparation. So if you are thorough in this, you don't need any other book. Rather than wasting time in some other book, you should revise this book again and again and again. Then some medical related books are also there. So the medical related books, two books I recommend, that is Mudit Khanna and Ashish Gupta. Very important books. These two books will give you an in-depth knowledge about pharmacology, general medicine, general surgery, that is at par at MBBS level. So your basic science will be at MBBS level, you will be preparing. So these are some old editions books, same thing. You can buy the latest editions of each books. And there is a book called Sandeep Goyal. Very good book. It's basically the synopsis book. Everything is one-liner. But all the facts, if you underline the textbook and read and write a notes, that is Sandeep Goyal for you. So you can buy a copy of Sandeep Goyal also. So then always you should study with the help of mnemonics. Directly reading will not help you. So if you're reading Dental Pulse book, first read the synopsis and then go to the MCQs. So whenever you get some, what you say, the synopsis, some contents or some facts, you can try making synopsis. So this is just like for your pharmacology, nicotinic effects, the days of the week. So this is how in your EDN2 platform will be helping you to solve all the MCQs, right? Just an examples. This is like intrinsic pathway and extrinsic pathway. What are the parameters? So you can remember PET, P-E-T, E is small. So PT is for extrinsic pathway. Prothrombin time is for extrinsic pathway. And PITT. So I is a small letter here. So for intrinsic pathway, PTT, plasma tissue thromboplastin time. Similarly, coagulation pathway, what are the clotting factors? Just remember this equation, 10 plus 5 minus 2 is equal to 13. So these are the factors which play a significant role in the coagulation pathway. So this is how your tough concepts become so easy. 4 or 5 times you read this along with your synopsis, it becomes extremely easy to learn, dear students. So this is how EDN2 will train you. Along with the core concepts, the mnemonics boosting also will be there, so that it will be very, very easy for you to learn. So this is just a blotting methods. Now, for like South Indian people eat dosa more. So southern blotting test is for DNA, D for dosa, D for DNA. Now, northern India people eat rotis more. So northern blotting test is for RNA testing. West Indian people eat pizzas or pav bhajis. So western blotting is for P, proteins. So this is just, it doesn't make any meaning, but you can solve a lot of problems. Lot of MCQs you can get into 3. All the confusions will be over. right? So this is how a tough, complicated things you can make it very easy. So dear students, once you have started the preparation, you would have started with dental pulse, right? Subject by subject, you are going. And once subject 1, subject 2, subject 3 gets over, you need to start revise. So organizing the revision is the key. And please understand, if we don't revise, we forget 82% within 24 hours. Today, what I studied, it's here. Then it went up. Then after 1 day, it's here. After 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 day, and it is here. Because I have worked hard, I have studied whole day, I've invested time, so it will never become zero. I know it is there in that chapter, that page, that side, down. But what is the answer? I don't know. But I know answer is there. That is where you don't revise things. For example, you would have met some of your old friends, school friends, who are not in touch with you or who are gone to other place. After 10 years, you are 15 years, you are meeting them. You know them, he was your classmate, but you forgot his name. Why you forgot his name? Because you are not in constant touch with him. But you remember him because you have spoken to him that time, you have played with him. So the recognition is there, but remembrance is not there. So that is how it works, dear students. You will have to revise, otherwise, you will only tell question is there on that page, that table, that answer, that diagram. But what is the answer? You don't know. So revision is the key. Then after the first round, the second step is the progress. So here the incremental reading, which I have already told you, you will divide the day into 2 or 3 parts. Then half 3 parts you are dividing. The first part will be subject A, second part will be subject B, and third part will be the subject C. And evening time you will be doing MCQs of the proper, what you say, original question banks. So here what you will do is you take a question bank. So 240 questions will be there. Take the first question. This is about Clostridium tetani example, a general surgery question. Go to Clostridium tetani in your textbooks. Read the whole chapter. Mark all the relevant MCQs, what all you can read. And in your textbook, MCQ book, write the page number reference. Second question is maybe on, you can say, fractures. So go to fracture chapter, read that whole particular area, what is been asked. Write the page number reference. So like that, what will happen? First 1 or 2 papers you will take lot of time to read because each question is one chapter. So daily maximum 3 to 5 questions only you will be able to do. But trust me, from the beginning, if you are into this practice, by the end of 1 or 2 months you will finish one question paper, original paper. Again after another 2 more months, second paper will get over. And after that you see the speed comes. The 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 will go in no time. The first 3 papers will take time. So this you can have an evening slot for the original question papers. Then once your dental pulse is done, you are perfect with that. This is the time for you to introduce the Neeraj Vardhavan and Mudit Khanna, the medical books. Right. So here, general medicine, general surgery, pharmacology, anatomy, dental anatomy, whatever is required for us, because that anatomy will be whole body. So whatever is relevant for us, head and neck, you should be able to solve that and read that also. So there are basically Dental Pulse book, Gauri Shankar book, and there is one more book called Bhatia. Bhatia book is also a good book, but little high standard book. So directly if you start with Bhatia, the motivation level may go down. So better start with Dental Pulse. Then the fourth step is the eye opener. So that is the AIMS exam, NICET exams. So this exam you should write. Always yearly, it is conducted 2 times. Right. So you should write these exams. So you will come to know where do you stand actually. Right. And all the national level exams. In the websites, you can see that every platform is giving an all India exam. Free test is there, paid tests are there. Get enrolled into the top 2 academies like a guest student and write. Even EDEN2 comes with lot of national exam programs. Get into that. See where do you stand, how much you are scoring, what is your ranking in the national level. Extremely important. Only reading, sitting at home and reading will not help. You need to see where do you stand. So that is your eye opener. And then once you know your results, you will come to know that you need to do more. You got confused in between few questions. So some areas you have no clue. You thought it is not important, and from there only the questions were asked. So all these areas you have to figure it out. Every Sunday, I suggest you should write one grand test, and then you will know where you are standing. So this will really help you in a long way. Then the fifth step is the battle, that is your exam preparation, right? So NEET exam. So NEET exam is preponing every year by year, and now a new rule has come because of COVID. The examinations were postponed, right? Now the day you finish your final year BDS, today was your oral surgery practical exam. Example, I'm telling you. If today is the oral surgery practical exam, the fourth exam, the last exam of your exams, practical exam, tomorrow onwards internship starts. There is no vacation now. This is a new order which is going to be implemented from the next new house surgeons who are going to come. And then within 1 month, the results may come. If the results come, if you are passed, you continue with your internship. And within the declaration of result, within 1 month, you have to get your provisionals. If you fail, you will go back to final year, and your internship, that 1 month whatever you did is not counted. So this is just to save the time and not to prolong the exams towards March, April, May, like that. Okay, so your exams again will be coming by January, December, January, February. This that phase it will be coming. So it is very important to do as many papers as possible in this period of time. Then the sixth step is the after effect. So once the NEET exam is over, or it's not only the NEET exam, every Sunday if you are writing the exam, you should dissect the paper where it went wrong, how many questions I attempted, because these are all mock tests. It's not okay, out of 240 I got 138, very good, I'm very happy. You wrote 138 but 102 marks you lost. Which are those 202 marks? That the person who goes behind that 102 marks are the person who will get a seat. You may be getting 190 out of 240, but you have not bothered to see and find out the answers of the 40-50 questions what you got wrong. It becomes very difficult to get a seat. And the person, even though he has got 110 120 marks in the mock exams, but he is struggling, working very hard to make sure that 120 marks which he did mistake, he's finding the answers and making sure next time he doesn't repeat. He is the one who is going to get the seat. So always ask, why did I go wrong? Why the answer is A? You should always ask why. So there are some crucial guidelines for answering MCQs. So before that examination hall, you should go on time. It's an online exam, right? And you have got now some time slot also. Like you have got 3 hours exam. So you've got part A and part B. So part A is as usual 100 marks, and part B is 140 marks or 140 questions. 100 questions plus 140. But there is a time bound. There's a time bound. And again, the new pattern is each part is again divided like 40 questions, 6 parts. 40 question is one part A. Next 40 question part B. The third 40 question part C. Like that, 6 for the 24. Six slots you have. And in this 6, each one has a time limit. Once you answer that, then only once you complete slot A, then only you can go for slot B. You cannot come back to slot A again. So you have to finish that and then only go to slot B. So the drawback is the questions which you would have left for future reference, those things you cannot go back. You have to finish that, submit it, and then only go to the next one. So this is just to make the competition a little tougher, and only the real merit will stand out. And the length of the questions are also increased now. Rather than asking a direct question, a big case scenarios are given. And in this case scenarios, you have to understand each and every line, and then you have to answer. So it is more of a case-based scenario, image-based questions, and a clinical scenario. So you have to read the questions very fast, and the questions are 8 to 10 lines. So your reading skills, your analytical skills should be very, very fast. You have to read the question. See, you have got only 180 minutes and 240 questions. So if you break down, hardly 45 seconds per question. So in this 45 seconds, you have read the question 2 or 3 times fast and then come think of an answer and then answer. So this is how you have to train yourself. So that is why if you are studying in a professional institute, you will get how to handle all those things. And in EDN 2, we do train for all those things. So each question has three parts. That is the stem, the correct answer, and the distractors. The stem is the main part of the question. So you have to identify the stem. So once you know what is the stem, answers you can identify very easily. Then out of four options, one will be an utter nonsense, which will be a distractor. And two answers will be very close to each other. So the real beauty is to find the correct answer from those two closely related. So that is how the training is given, where you will learn how to answer. So basically, in a nutshell, dear students, your aim is to obtain the highest possible marks out of 240, maximum marks. It's not in anatomy I got 10 and 10, or in physiology I got 10 and 10, or in oral surgery I got 15 on 15. It's that is not important. As a whole, how much you got, that is more important, the total scores. So EDN 2 is coming with a two programs, that is regular, and three programs actually. So please make a note of it. NEET MDS EDN 2 is coming up with three courses. NEET MDS 2026 live, NEET MDS 2026 regular program, and mock exam. So three programs are there. You can choose from any of these three. So what is this NEET MDS live program? The first one. So the NEET MDS live program, here you will have live classes also, a live interaction class, and where you will have mentors, dual mentors, a subject mentor and a universal throughout the year. One mentor will be there with you. So dual mentor will be there, doubt clearing sessions will be there, and you'll have recorded as well as live notes also will be there. So in the EDN 2 app, recorded classes. If physiology means, just go and click physiology section. You have got all the chapters recorded in very beautiful animated format. So just click the whole explanation, MCQs, whatever is required, it's all there. Then this EDN 2 app you can download from the Play Store, right? And here you have live classes, high yielding images, past year question papers, and more than some 30,000 MCQs are there. So the first program is NEET MDS Live, and the annual plan is 16,999 rupees. The next one is NEET MDS with recordings. So this is with recordings. There will not be any live interactions, but all your doubts and all will be cleared. You will have a WhatsApp support, and your recorded classes will be there. Dual mentorship will be there. Mentor will be always there to handle you. Then recorded lectures and notes will be there. Downloaded contents you can download very easily from the apps. And whatever live classes will be done by EDN 2, that will be recorded and it will be kept in the app so that you can download, that you can analyze and check. So that is the plan for NEET MDS regulars. That is the recorded plan. So the cost of this annual plan is 13,999, and 6 months plan if you want to study only for half year, that is 8,999. So don't worry, all these details and all our executives you can contact, they will let you know. So please take the number of our executive. The phone number is 920-744-4480. I repeat, the contact number is 920-744-4480. And then the third plan is NEET MDS with MCQs. That is the crash course, you can call it. So here NEET MDS, it's a mock exams, right? So you will be getting from the app, you can download, and assistance from the EDN 2 technical team will be there how to do everything. So 100 plus preset mock tests are there with the timer and all. 100 plus mock test, and then you will have more than 25,000 questions and a huge question bank where you can see, and all the live recorded classes will be there. So annual plan is 4,999. So it's only less than 5,000 rupees. So you get 100 plus mock tests and plus 25,000 MCQs with explanations, and the recorded classes are also there. Same thing if you want to take a half yearly plan, that is 2,999 rupees. So it's less than 3,000 rupees. So these are the three plans which Eden2 is offering, right? So one is your MDS live, NEET MDS live program. Second one is regular program, and third one is the mock exam program. So dear students, start early. Do not wait till the end. There are a lot of books you have to study. Lot of revision needs to be done. I know in just 30 to 40 minutes to sum up the whole year, it's not that easy. But I have given you the whole scenario, what can be done. Right, see this video again and again so that write the names of the books. It will be very, very important. So silent features of Eden2 is the dual mentorship. Throughout the year, you'll have two mentors with you. Subject-wise classes will be there with renowned faculties. Then unit-wise test will be there. Each subject is broken down into micro parts and micro exams will be there. Live discussions will be there. Doubt clearing sessions will be there. I already told you 30,000 plus MCQs, grand test, mock test, everything will be there. Mnemonic sessions will be there. So this is just a tentative timetable for the batches, how we go around, how many live classes are there, how many unit exams are there, something like that. So this is the Eden2. You can download this app from the Google Play App Store and even access our website. Get into it, check it. If you like it, then download it. So this is scan to download the apps, right? So from various platforms you can download this. So dear students, I again repeat the number of our executive 920-744-4480. If you have any doubts, any queries, please do put in the chat box. I will definitely try to answer each one of them. So that's all. Thank you. Thank you so much.